Good afternoon, or good morning, and good evening, depending on from where you are joining us today. It is a great honor and pleasure to welcome you all to the K-Influencer Academy 2026 Induction Ceremony and Orientation. So first and foremost, I would like to thank each and every one of you here with us personally, joining us here, as well as everyone joining us online via Zoom and YouTube streamings around the world. Now, allow me to introduce myself. Now, my name is Kwon So-wa, and I am very honored to be serving as your MC today. And I'd also like to mention that I am the host of Arirang TV's K-Culture Dive. I just came back from my program, and the reason why I'm mentioning this is because I feel like you, the K-influencers, and we have something in common as we are sharing Korean culture with a global audience. So I hope that through this connection, we can make the most of the next hour or so for today's special event. All right, so the K-Influencer Academy is a program dedicated to discovering and supporting global creators who share Korean culture with the world. This year, we received applications from more than 4,000 aspiring creators. To the 1,152 K-influencers selected through this highly competitive process, I want to say congratulations. I think you all deserve a big round of applause. So, congratulations to all of you here and also those of us joining online, I want to mention. So we hope today marks the beginning of your global journey and that we can make this a meaningful and inspiring experience together. And with that, now let us begin the K-Influencer Academy 2026 Induction Ceremony and Orientation with a big round of applause. And now it is my honor to introduce our distinguished guests who are joining us today for this special occasion. We are honored to be joined today by Mr. Kong Hyung-sik, Deputy Minister for Public Communication at the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. You would like to greet the audience? Thank you very much, Mr. Kong. And we are also joined by Ms. Lee In-bok, Director General for Global Public Relations Bureau at the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. Thank you very much. So we sincerely thank all of our distinguished guests for taking the time to be with us here today. And now we will hear some opening remarks from Mr. Kong Hyung-sik, Deputy Minister for Public Communication at the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. So please welcome Mr. Kong Hyung-sik to the stage with a warm round of applause.
반갑습니다, 여러분. 읽겠습니다. K-인플루언서 여러분 안녕하세요. 문화체육관광부 국민소통실장 공형식입니다. 한국에 대한 애정과 관심을 다양한 영상 콘텐츠로 풀어내며 전 세계에 한국을 알리고 계신 여러분을 뵙게 되어 매우 반갑습니다. 2020년에 첫 발을 내디딘 K-인플루언서 사업은 서로 다른 배경과 시각을 지닌 전 세계 크리에이터들이 한국 문화를 다채롭게 조명할 수 있도록 지원하기 위해 마련되었습니다. 그동안 8,100여 명의 글로벌 K-인플루언서들이 참여하여 한국의 문화, 역사, 전통은 물론 일상에 이르기까지 다양한 콘텐츠를 창작하고 세계화 공유해 왔습니다. 오늘날 K-컬처가 세계적인 주목을 받은 데에는 K-인플루언서들의 역할이 매우 컸다고 생각합니다. 그래서 저는 여러분들을 단순한 콘텐츠 제작자가 아닌 한국 문화를 또 한국 관광을 이 부분은 저희 관광 담당하시는 차관께서 각별히 부탁을 하신 한국 관광을 전 세계 곳곳에 생생하게 전하는 한국 문화 홍보 대사라고 말씀드리고 싶습니다. 한편으로 여러분의 시선으로 재해석된 한국의 모습은 우리 한국인들에게도 기존의 관점과 상식을 깨뜨리고 우리 문화를 새롭게 바라보는 계기가 되고 있습니다. 문화체육관광부는 앞으로도 여러분이 더 흥미롭고 완성도 높은 콘텐츠를 제작할 수 있도록 기획, 제작, 채널, 운영 등 다방면에서 적극적인 지원을 해나가도록 하겠습니다. 여러분들이 앞으로 만들어갈 한국의 이야기들을 기대하며 응원하겠습니다. 2026년 K-인플루언서로 함께해 주셔서 깊이 감사드립니다. 감사합니다.
Thank you very much to Deputy Minister Kong for your kind words. Please remain on the stage for the next part of our program. But really, his words will surely serve as a great source of encouragement to all of our K-influencers. And I think your message beautifully reminds us that K-influencers are not simply content creators, but also serve as global ambassadors. And with that, we are going to move on to one of our highlights of today's program, which is the induction ceremony. So this is the presentation of the certificates of appointment. We will be presenting certificates to 4 representatives, 2 of us joining us here in person and 2 with us online. So these representatives will be accepting their certificates on behalf of all K-influencers. So please join me in welcoming them. So we are going to be joined on the stage here, Isra Gamal Garib Metwali Esaka and Victoria Grigorieva. And joining us virtually, we have Ayapat Wankawisant and Mariana Fortanel Macias. They are probably going to pop up on the screen in just a bit. So please welcome them with a big round of applause. And now we will deliver the certificate of appointment. First, Isra Gamal Garib Metwali Esaka. Please come forward. Certificate of appointment. Isra Gamal Garib Metwali Esaka. This is to certify that the above-named individual has been duly appointed as a K-influencer for 2026 by the Ministry of Culture, Sports and Tourism, May 7th, 2026. Deputy Minister for Public Communication, Kong Hyung-sik. Congratulations, Isra. All right, now let's take a commemorative photo. Smile big into the camera, and everyone else, please join in with a big hand. Oh, I think they're saying "이쁘다," you're pretty, Isra. Looks like you already have a big fan base here. Okay, thank you very much. And the next representative, please step forward. Victoria Grigorieva. The certificate's contents are identical. Congratulations! And of course, another photo moment. Let's make this moment even more precious by joining with a big round of applause. Thank you very much. And now we are going to go over to our online representatives. Let's see if we are connected to them. First, we're going to have Ayapat Wankawisant. Let's find her here on the screen. Okay, we have her here. Okay, Ayapat Wankawisant. The contents are identical. Congratulations! You're probably going to hear us from here. Okay, and next we have Mariana Fortanel Macias. Okay, oh, actually with some friends, I see. Okay, Mariana Fortanel Macias. Contents are identical. Congratulations. Now we're going to take a photo with all the representatives along with Mr. Kong together. So with our representatives here on stage and the ones joining us online, all show your certificates. Okay, wonderful. By the count of 3, please say, how about we say kimchi together? 1, 2, 3, kimchi. Okay, thank you very much. Now, Deputy Minister Kung, you may return to your seat. Thank you very much. And we would like to hear some words now from our representatives. So first, we're going to have Isra Gamal Garib Metwali. Please tell us how you feel about this moment and also your aspirations as a K-influencer. Go ahead.
Hello, my name is Isra and I'm from Egypt. Thank you so much for the certificate. I am totally happy to be a part of K-influencer program. Let's make Korea go viral. Fighting.
Fighting!
안녕하세요. 저는 이집트에서 온 이스라입니다. 이 위장을 주셔서 진심으로 감사합니다. K-인플루언서 프로그램의 일원이 되어 정말 기쁩니다. 앞으로 잘 부탁드리고 한국을 더 널리 알립시다. 감사합니다. 화이팅!
Wow, thank you very much.
السلام عليكم. أنا إسراء من مصر. سعيدة جدا بوجودي معاكم وشكرا جدا على الشهادة ديت. أتمنى لكم يوم جميل جدا. شكرا. 감사합니다.
Wow, thank you very much. So talented, multilingual. I think the perfect person to spread Korean contents to the world. And next we have Victoria Grigorieva, please.
Hello everyone, my name is Victoria. I'm an influencer and I'm really glad and I'm really happy to be part of this K-Influencer Academy. I'm living in Korea for 4 years and during this time I'm been sharing my life here with millions of people online. I like to show Korea in a real and simple way, the way I see and feel it as a foreigner. So I think for me, this is not just content, it's about connection, helping people from different countries see, understand, and fall in love in Korea in their own way. 그리고 K-influencer program, 잠시만요. 그리고 K-influencer program 이런 기회 주셔서 감사합니다. 이 프로그램 아이고.
She's been in Korea for just 4 years.
다시
Perfect
한번
Korean.
주세요. 이 프로그램 함께 할 수 있어서 정말 감사합니다. 감사드립니다.
Thank you very much. And just like Victoria said, I think connection is really the key word. And now we would like to also hear from our representatives joining us online. So first, let us hear from Ayapat. Would you like to share some remarks about how you feel right now and your aspirations as a K-influencer? Okay, please go ahead.
Okay. Good afternoon, good morning, good evening, everyone. 안녕하세요. My name is Ayapatwan Kavisan from Diary of Jang Ji-hoo channel from Thailand. And I am truly honored to be here representing the online participants of this year's K-Influencer Academy. Actually, this is my 3rd year being part of this program. And every year it reminds me why I started. This program gave me something beyond knowledge. It gave me a deeper understanding of how culture builds bridge and how a shared love of Korean music, K-pop, K-drama, and people can generally connect hearts across borders. To the K-Influencer Academy team, thank you so much for investing in people like us who care deeply about this mission. 감사합니다. Thank you.
Thank you very much, Ayapat, for that. And Ayapat is also a familiar face on Arirang TV, having done a number of interviews already as a K-influencer. And now let's move over to our next online representative. Let's go over. Are we connected now to Mariana?
Hello everyone, my name is Mariana and we are iCandy, a Mexican dance cover group from Jalisco. It is an honor for us to be part of this ceremony. We are a group of friends united by our passion for dance and K-pop that love creating videos that allow people to enjoy Korean culture as much as we do. We are very grateful to have been selected as K-influencers this year because one of our goals is to be professional creators. And through this program, we hope to show that you can go very far by doing what you love and creating content. Thank you very much, and we are very excited for everything that is coming next. 감사합니다.
Thank you, Mariana, and also to your dance group as well. We wish you the best. So, thanks again to our 4 representatives, and I'm going to ask our representatives here on the stage to leave the stage, but on the red carpet, please. Why don't we join in with a big round of applause? Enjoy this moment. And here in front of the K-Influencer Academy, why don't you strike a pose? Okay. Okay, thank you very much. You may leave the stage. All right, let's give them another huge round of applause. Okay, so I can imagine that all of our other K-influencers would love to take a photo too. And we're actually going to do that now. We're going to have a group photo, all of you on the stage. So our staff is going to guide you to the center of the stage. So let's do that right now. Be careful because we have a stair here. Okay, let's make sure that everyone's face is going to be seen in the camera. So the tall people, please, to the back. And if you think maybe I'm a little shorter, then you might want to move to the front so we can have each and every one of your face in this memorable photo. So this photo will serve as a cherished memory of this special moment. So I hope that everyone is going to give us your brightest smiles. And let me just quickly go to the front and give you some ideas for poses maybe. Okay, do we not have the certificates of appointment? Okay, so everyone, by the count of 3, because we are K-influencers, let's say K together, okay? 1, 2, 3, K! Okay, some of you said K-influencers, that's okay. And this time, if you have a hand free, how about you do a finger heart together? Okay. 1, 2, 3, smile. Last but not least, let's wave together, okay? All right, wonderful. Okay, thank you very much, everyone. And please return to your seats. We hope that this photo becomes a cherished moment, marking the very first step of your journey as 2026 K-influencers. And everyone, coming up next, we have a very special program. We have our Insight Talk concert with 2 global creators. We will need a brief moment to set up the stage, but I think the stage is already set up. So everyone, please take your seats again, and those of us joining us online, please keep your screens on and stay with us. We will be right back. All right, you just met our two global influencers already through this short video, so let me introduce them once more. For this segment, for this talk show, we are going to have two amazing global influencers join us. They are Jana Korea and Hannah Koreana, who have kindly made time to be with us today. And they are already on standby. So when I call them out, please give them a huge round of applause, all right? So first, please welcome Jana Korea, who has been capturing the hearts of viewers around the world with her stylish and immersive videos of everyday life and culture in Korea, especially targeting Arabic-speaking countries, and Hannah Koreana, who has been sharing the charm of Korea to Spanish-speaking audiences through warm, authentic content on K-beauty, lifestyle, and more. So I'm gonna join them now. Why don't we give them another welcoming applause? Okay, Jana and Hannah, thank you very much for joining us today for this special talk show. So I must say I am also very excited because I'm a subscriber and I'm a huge fan of both of your channels. So first and foremost, how about you introduce yourself to our audience today? Let's start with Jana.
Hi, I'm a Korean creator making contents for Arab world. Nice to meet you.
Thank you. And now Hannah.
Hi, I'm Hannah. I'm a content creator. I make videos in Spanish, both in Spanish and Korean. And it's a pleasure to be here with all of you. And thanks for having me.
All right, thank you very much. I mean, we did get a glimpse of you on the screen, but could you tell us a little bit more about what kind of content you create? Maybe Jana first.
So as in Korean, I'm an Arabic speaker. So I introduce basically Korean culture in general. Mainly nowadays, I focus on traveling because I have a travel agency for Arab.
Okay, and Hannah.
Yeah, I'm making a K-beauty, Korean beauty and lifestyle content, especially about skincare, makeup, and health.
Okay, so let's now dive into all of the questions that everyone is curious about. So first and foremost, as both of you spread Korean culture to the world, what do you think makes Korean culture stand out, and why does it resonate with the global audience, do you think? Hannah, maybe first?
I think the biggest charm is how fast-paced and dynamic Korea is. Trend changes so quickly, and there is always something new to learn here in Korea. So I think that foreigners really love that point.
Right, we have the 빨리빨리 culture in Korea, right? The quickly culture. Everyone's nodding. I guess everyone is already familiar with that term. Okay, and Jana, what about you? What are your thoughts on
Yeah,
that?
in my opinion, first of all, foreigners usually like get Korean culture as K-drama and K-pop, and it's really almost up to perfectionism. Because, you know, there's a war called the Miracle of Han River. After World War II, we were literally was the poorest country in the world, but in 50 years, we are now one of the richest country in the world. So we Korean have very hardworking culture and genetics. So when we make something, it's like contents, like we do really the best. So it leads to high quality contents and perfection.
Right, hard work and diligence really is in the roots of Korean people. And now we would like to know what first inspired you guys to start content and also talk about Korean content. Was there maybe a particular moment where you thought, okay, I have to do this? Who wants to answer first? Hannah?
Okay. When I first visited South America, Peru, I had a huge culture shock because even though my mom is Peruvian, yeah, I'm half Korean, half Peruvian, but I grew up here in Korea with a totally Korean mindset. So it was not easy to adapt at the beginning. And then I started my YouTube channel and I wanted to share all the cultural differences that I experienced and along with K-beauty and lifestyle tips.
All right, very interesting. And what about you, Jana?
I also, when I visited Jordan, also Egypt in 2017, I was also shocked about how famous Korea was already and how like our people are really interested in Korea and Korean language. So when I came back to Korea, definitely I thought like I have to start something, which is YouTube.
It's very interesting to listen to these background stories because if you are a follower and if you already have lots of millions of subscribers, then we might think, oh, I guess they had already a dream to become a content creator since they were little. They planned it all out. But it starts with, for instance, a culture shock. And yeah, I think that is very interesting. And I guess anyone can start. But of course, it's not easy to grow your channel. So we're going to talk about that as well. But so what happens? How do you feel when you are done with the content, you're done with the editing, and then you hit upload? How do you feel in that moment? And also when you receive the responses, especially, of course, the positive responses from your followers or subscribers. Jana?
It's not always positive. I'm joking. um, yeah, so almost from the first, there were some reactions. So I've been always like grateful. And it's nervous, especially when you put a lot of effort on the contents. Yeah, you always like wonder how will be the reaction.
I see. So do you remember any of the comments, maybe some comments that stick to your mind?
Oh yeah, so like a lot of like foreigners, especially Arab, like show me love, like I love you, Jannah, something like this. And yeah, it was kind of weird for me. Because like I'm not used to hear from like strangers, right? Even though it's online, but yeah, it made me really touched. Yeah.
All right, and Hannah, how do you feel about all the responses toward your content?
Honestly, I'm really grateful and I really appreciate because there is always a positive comment and yeah.
Right, I can relate to you a little bit. I have a YouTube channel with less than 1,000 subscribers, but I'm even happy with just 1 or 2 comments. So I guess you must be very happy once you upload your video and then you probably have comments right away in a few seconds and minutes. But let's continue with our next question. So you are introducing K-culture to international audiences. So what do you think makes content really resonate? Do you maybe have any personal tips or tricks that make your content stand out? Jana?
I think like if you're gonna make like a Korean culture and like a culture stuff, I think comparison video or like a reaction video would get the reaction right away. But at the same time, like I really recommend you guys to be like really be yourself. Yeah, like following contents and following the trend also really good, and it makes like a direct reaction. But like being yourself is really getting unique.
All right, and Hannah, what do you think?
Yeah, I also agree. Trends are very important, but be yourself is very important also because I think that people really connect when you are yourself and you can share your personal story.
Right, and as someone who loves to watch YouTube channels as well, I feel you can really feel when a content creator is honest and genuine. It really shows through the screen. Do you guys agree with that? Right, so that is why it is really important to being yourself, like both of you just mentioned. Now, let's move on to our next question then. We're actually getting to the heart of today's talk show, and probably something many other K-influencers as well as aspiring influencers are curious about. As you both run channels that many people already know and love, was there maybe a turning point, a moment, or a specific video that really changed everything for you? Hannah?
The videos that got the best response were the one that I shared my personal story, my cultural background, especially how my parents met, because it was like a K-drama.
Wow, can you tell us a little bit about it?
Yeah, my dad was on a business trip in Peru and they met on the bus.
Wow.
You have to watch my video, the full video. Yeah.
We'll do that.
Yeah, also my 18 kilo weight loss journey. I think that my followers really love that kind of content.
Oh, so personal stories and very informative stories as well. Okay, and Jana, what about you? Did you have a turning point?
So, so my biggest turning point, I would say, like when I went to VidCon, which is like a world YouTubers event, and usually like a lot of mega creators join in like near LA, Anaheim. So when I visited there, I could see like a lot of mega influencers in my eyes, and I've been hoping to be a full-time YouTube job. It's been almost like 2 years or something like this. But after VidCon, I really decided to be a full-time YouTuber, and I started to get more like dedicated. Yeah.
All right, and I imagine that on the road to your success as a YouTuber, a content creator, probably you also faced some tough times. So could you share some of those times and also how you got through those? Hannah?
The hardest part is being consistent and not compare yourself with others, because there are a lot of amazing creators like you, and it's very easy to compare yourself with other creators. So also I do. So I really try to focus on myself and not compare with other creators.
Okay, don't compare yourself with others. Everyone has their own personalities and strengths. And Jana, what about you?
So after like becoming a full-time YouTuber, so I found that the CPM, which is called YouTube advertisements revenue, it differs from the countries basically. And I'm a Korean living in Korea, so the CPM was way lower than Korean CPM that I'm targeting for. So always like unstable income was my problem or anxiety. But since that actually, like from the first, I started to focus on like trying many kinds of businesses. Yeah, so now I found the right one for me, which is a travel agency for app. So yeah, I'm happy about it.
We are very happy that you are happy about your career right now. And before we end our segment, I would like to ask you guys what kind of content you plan in the future. Is there anything you can tell us right now, maybe? Jana, maybe?
So currently I'm focusing on like making a travel information of Korea, since it's related to my business, because I think like making something fun also it's good, but for me I really value educational information, because this kind of contents can attract any kinds of people, because anyone wants information and benefits. So I think it really works well for me.
Okay, and Hannah, what about you?
Well, for now, I'm making videos about beauty, K-beauty, lifestyle, health. But I also want to share more personal videos, personal stories about how is my life as a creator, or how I'm running my channel, my YouTube channel, or my business.
Okay, and finally, maybe a message to your fans out there. Jana?
Oh well, like it's been actually like almost like 9 years I've been on YouTube, and I've been really active, but nowadays I'm more active on like TikToks or like short form platform, which is Instagram, TikTok, Shorts. And 9 years when I watch the old videos of me, it's, to be honest, it's really cringy. So I deleted a lot of videos, like almost like more than like 100 videos. But there are always like fans out there, always like waiting for my video, always supporting me. So I truly feel really grateful for them, and I want to like pay back in the future.
Oh, thank you. And Hannah's last message.
Yeah, I'm also really grateful, and I appreciate their support and their love, and estoy muy agradecida y los amo muchísimo. Todos mis seguidores en todas mis plataformas siempre están en mi corazón. In Spanish.
Oh, thank you. Maybe, Jana, you want to add something in Arabic?
يعني يعني لما بلشت لأسوي محتويات للعرب كنت فضولية وكنت أكون يوتيوبر ومشهورة وأسوي شيء للعرب بس during the trip يعني حبيت الثقافة العربية وعرب بشكل عام أكتر وأكتر فشكرا.
I have to agree. All right, now hearing your stories, Hannah and Jana, it really shows us how rewarding it is and how meaningful it is to be a content creator sharing Korean culture with the world. So thank you very much for joining us today here, and why don't we give them both a big round of applause.
Thank you.
Thank you so much.
Thank you. And you may leave the stage again on the red carpet, please. Thank you. And if you want, you can pose in front of the wall here, or maybe not. Okay, let's take a quick photo if we can. Okay, and next, Jenna. Thank you very much. Let's give them another big round of applause. All right, I hope everyone enjoyed the talk show. Yes? Don't be shy. You can shout it out. Yes, okay, great. And now comes the educational part. But I think everyone is curious about that as well because you are going to be very actively participating as K-influencers. So we're going to walk you through the K-Influencer Academy 2026 program in detail now. So please draw your attention to the screen now. All right, the K-Influencer Academy has grown remarkably since its launch in 2020 and organized by the Ministry of Culture, Sports, and Tourism. The program supports creators from around the world in producing Korean cultural content and growing their own channels. We should be taking a look at the next slide now. All right, so this is the contents that I just mentioned. And to go into more detail, the program began in 2020, as you see, with 620 participants from 72 countries. That is already huge. But then it has welcomed creators from over 100 countries around the world, 1,224 from 76 countries in 2021. And then we see the numbers increase. And in 2025, we had 1,303 from 95 countries. And now this year, does anyone remember the exact number of K-influencers this year? Oh, 4,000 applications. You see it? Oh no. Okay, 1,125. So this year we had 4,184 applications and 1,152 creators from 98 countries were ultimately selected. So to our 2026 K-influencers who stood out among such tough competition, our heartfelt congratulations once again. So, who is this program actually for? Let's take a look. The K-Influencer Academy is open to influencers and content creators from around the world. So if you're interested in Korean culture and K-content, or if you run a YouTube channel and can produce video content, this program was made for you. So what you can gain from this program is the next thing we're going to look at. There are 4 key benefits. The first is, you want to read it out together, learning. And the second, collaboration. The third, creation. And last but not least, sharing and promotion. Wonderful. So Let's go into the details. We provide professional training to help you grow your skills in content planning and production. And when it comes to collaboration, this is truly a special opportunity to build your network with your fellow creators from 98 countries around the world. And creation, you'll get the chance to produce your own content about Korean culture and also receive expert feedback along the way. And when it comes to sharing and promotion, we will help your content reach audiences around the world through a variety of channels. All right, so let's take a look at who makes up the 2026 K-influencers this year. So this year, again, from 98 countries, we see the details here. And participants have joined us from really an incredibly diverse range of countries. The languages represented are just as diverse. So it is truly inspiring to see creators from such diverse linguistic and cultural backgrounds sharing Korean culture with the world in their own unique ways. Now let's walk you through how the program actually works. The 2026 K-Influencer Academy will run for approximately 8 months from May through December of this year. So let us introduce the 4 key components of the program. Let's read it out together. Mission, training, workshop, events. Okay, so every month we will give you regular video production missions themed around Korean culture. And these are not just simple tasks. They will become the core content of your channels. So please jump in and participate actively. And training sessions. We are introducing a brand new AI-driven content production, this course to actively support our members in leading global trends. And third, the workshops will offer customized training that are tailored to each channel's stage of growth. You will gain practical strategies from growing your initial subscriber base, that is, and creating thumbnails that attracts more clicks to building successful brand collaborations. And events, you're probably wondering what event stands for. We are also preparing networking events like the boot camp and the closing ceremony, where all K-influencers can gather and connect. Okay, and this program offers far more than simple participation. It includes everything you need to grow as a global influencer. You'll get training to sharpen your content, planning and production skills, hands-on experience through mission assignments, and networking opportunities with creators from countries around the world. Now moving on, let's go over to the official website. This is going to be important for you guys. So this is the official website and the code of ethics for K-influencers. So as you can see on the screen, the website lets you check announcements, submit mission videos, and access training videos. So in short, you can think of this website as the central hub containing almost everything you will need during the program. So we strongly recommend that you bookmark this one for your access. And when does the website officially launch? It's going to be May 15th at 2 p.m. Korea time. And on that day, we will send you all the information you need to register via email. And the email will include a member ID, an initial password, user manual, and a link to a guide video. So please be sure to check your inbox. Now, when logging in for the first time, you will need to complete 3 consent procedures: agreement to the terms of service, the privacy policy, and the collection and use of personal information. Once these are completed, please change your password to gain full access to the platform. Oh, now this looks long. Who wants to read this? Any volunteers? Okay, I'll give you time later to read through this. So this is actually pretty important. You must strictly adhere to the code of ethics for K-influencers during your K-influencer activities. So let me briefly explain the background of establishing the code of ethics for K-influencers. So this code was created to strengthen our members' sense of responsibility in complying with legal and institutional guidelines and to ensure the absolute reliability and integrity of the content that you produce. We ask for your full cooperation in observing these guidelines so that your content can earn greater global trust and, of course, accurately convey Korean culture to the world. All right, we are almost done. I'm so glad that everyone is still paying attention. Okay, so that is going to conclude our overview of the program, but we will now take some time to address the questions that were submitted when you registered for today's induction ceremony. And we have selected the top 5 most frequently asked questions to share with you now. Let's move on to the next slide. So what is different about this year's program compared to previous years? So I earlier mentioned AI, right? AI is huge these days also in creating content. So we have added this AI training and yeah, you'll be able to use your AI tools in a more efficient way. Let's take a look at the next question. Is there a community where K-influencers can share experiences and insights? Well, besides our official K-influencer Instagram account, there is also going to be a community board on the website that we showed you before, and you can share your thoughts, experiences, and insights with the other members. Next, do I need to be in Korea in person for the missions? What do you think? No, because we also had our other representatives abroad joining us. So you don't have to be in Korea. Missions are about creating and uploading content from wherever you are. So you don't have to travel here. So your content has to be about Korea, of course, but you can film anywhere. And also, you can produce in whichever language you are comfortable with. Let's look at the next one. Are the classes taught in English? The classes are taught in Korean, but as you can see, we're going to provide English subtitles and English learning materials too. So don't worry about that. And we're going to do our best to support you so you can focus on the content without any language barriers. Okay, we have another one. How do the missions work? So this is important. So how about we read this all together aloud? 1, 2, 3. We'll release a total of 7 missions, one at a time, at the beginning of each month, running through October. Thank you very much. I just wanted to save my voice a little bit. I'm just kidding. All right. So these were the frequently asked questions. We received many other great questions as well. But any questions that we couldn't cover today will be shared later through our official website and official K-influencer Instagram. So now we are going to tell you about the first mission. So this is going to mark the official start of your activities. So please listen up. The first mission is a pre-mission. So do you remember the motivation statement you wrote when you applied? You remember? Not anymore? Okay. You might want to look back again at your motivation statement. So based on that, all you need to do is produce and submit a video on the theme of Korea. So now is the time to bring the passion and ideas you poured into your application to life on screen. The further details regarding the mission will be shared with you in due course, but let us go through a few important parts in advance. First is the submission deadline, very important. This is going to be May 22nd, so just before midnight. So this is important for those who procrastinate a lot, including myself. So make sure that you keep that deadline. And yes, after the deadline, your submissions may not be accepted, so be sure to mark the date. Finally, there is one more thing we would like to mention. It is perfectly fine if your content turns out somewhat different from the proposal you submitted in your application. Things can change over the process. Ideas evolving and directions shifting throughout the creative process are completely a natural part of creating, so please don't feel any pressure. However, we do ask that you maintain the overarching theme of Korean culture, of course, in your content. Okay, now detailed announcements regarding the program will continue to be shared through the website and via email, so please stay tuned and keep an eye out for updates. I'm very glad that everyone was paying attention. I felt like a teacher right now going through all of these information and missions, but I do see in your facial expressions that you are very excited about the 8 months to come. So this, ladies and gentlemen, aspiring and already K-influencers, this brings us to the close of the K-Influencer Academy 2026 induction ceremony and orientation. Now, remember, your journey has only just begun today. We'll be right here with you every step of the way, doing our best to make that journey as smooth as possible. Our sincere thanks to everyone who joined us today. We'll be cheering on for you. And as you begin your journey as 2026 K-influencers. Thank you once again, everyone who joined us here in person, as well as everyone who joined us via Zoom and the YouTube live streams around the world. We look forward to sharing this exciting journey with all of you. And this concludes this ceremony. Thank you very much. 감사합니다. Okay, everyone joining us here in person. Actually, this was the end of the